Welcome back to Doom, episode 13, and with it, welcome back to hell. Look at this place. We just can't stay out of here, Devatron. The Doom Slayer. The final episode. We're heading for the well, the source of all the Argent energy. The tear. The hell wave, Dev. It's all coming down. So before we get into the shooting and the glory killing, let's take in this massive tear in the sky. That is Mars in the distance. This is where the hell energy tears through interdimensionally. Mission challenges, okay? We've got big and then in brackets redacted gun. And I'll let you guess what the redacted word is. Kill 25 enemies with the BFG. We got uncharted territory. Find the 3 skull key secrets. That'll become apparent once we do them. And then hold still. Kill 2 barons of hell with 1 shot. This should be really fun. Okay, some close calls there. Saving throw procced, had to use the BFG a couple times, and look at that. That is the well in the distance, that big glowing ball. Okay, I'm going to read both codex entries for Argent D'Nur throughout this mission, and I'm going to start with the first bit now. While some intelligence has been directly retrieved from Argent D'Nur, most of the details we have regarding this location have been extrapolated from decoded tablets and scriptures. Limited data from remote collection and information decrypted from the Corax tablets suggests that this area is the corrupted ruins of a quote-unquote lost realm, a world that has been entirely conquered and absorbed into the Hell dimension. The battle that was fought to claim this area is of great significance, as the spread of Hell's dominion accelerated quickly upon absorption of the region. The Hell energy that emanates from this region passes through a dimensional tear and appears on Mars at the Argent Fracture. Okay, so an ancient civilization, a great battle, a massive interdimensional tear from Argent D'Nur to Mars. This is big time. This is a lot going on. Sometimes that Hell Knight bugs out there. I don't know why. He's sort of invulnerable to everything except the chainsaw, so that's why I had to do that. More important, during the voiceover, we started Uncharted Territory, 1 of 3. That was the first of the Skull Key secrets. There are 2 more of those to come. Okay, I'm going to give you another pan of the hellscape here, and while I do, I'm going to play the rest of the Codex entry, which is taken directly from a Corax tablet. All falls before the command of hell, for our power is absolute, our march to victory inevitable. Before our armies, even the elemental wraiths of Argent D'Nur were subjugated. In that great victory, the Night Sentinels, protectors of the wraiths, were betrayed by one of their own. And the wretches wept as we devoured their world and took the well for our devices. None stand against us, for treachery resides in all things, and we shall set it free. Okay, tough stuff there. Big redacted gun challenge complete. But more important, you heard the big, scary demon voice in the sky, "Kill him," before we started the fight. Why is the big demon so afraid of the Doomslayer arriving in Argent Nur with the Crucible? So by using the Crucible to lay the Wraith's soul to rest, it disrupted the flow of Argent energy from it to the well. See that? Notice how it had 3 arcs of Argent energy feeding it. Now the well only has 2. And presumably, if we shut those other 2 arcs down by laying the remaining 2 Wraith's souls to rest, it will completely shut off the flow of Argent energy to the well, thereby closing the interdimensional tear and stopping the Hell Wave, and with any luck, stopping the rise of Hell's Great Ones and the spread of their dominion, which, according to the Codex, was rapidly accelerated after Hell conquered Argent Nur and acquired the well to begin with. Okay, Pandemonium, our last classic Doom map. And I definitely remember those eerie, brain-like textures on the columns. So that's that, and with it, we'll get 2 out of 3 for uncharted territory.
You must not be allowed to free them.
Some more scary demon voice in the sky. And one thing you may have noticed after we set the Wraith's soul to rest is the green Night Sentinel ghost appeared. And we had seen some of those before in Mission 11 after we acquired the Crucible, and we're going to see more of them coming up. So wanted to give you a heads up that after this next fight, I'm going to talk a lot more about the Elemental Wraiths, and their connection to the Night Sentinel will become clear. So, from the earlier Codex entries, we learned that the Knights Sentinel were protectors of the elemental wraiths, whose souls we are now putting to rest. But we don't know much about the elemental wraiths themselves, so let's read more about them. The elemental wraiths, if they do still exist in Argent D'Nur, have no doubt been corrupted by the power of hell. However, descriptions of the beasts suggest they were terrifying in their own form before any demonization occurred. The protection of these beasts was both a measure to harness the power they generated and also a defense against them, hence the need for a warrior order to serve as protectors rather than a simple priest caste. Several tablets describe the worship of the wraiths as a necessity to avoid their wrath, and the Ungmar Codex specifically states that wraith call, the sign of an approaching wraith, caused panic and terror among the people of Argent D'Nur. It is also possible that some sacrificial ceremonies were attached to the worship of the wraiths. And from the Ungmar Codex itself, quote, "The Knight Sentinels stood strong against our legions. Conquest of Argent D'Nur, empowered by the wraith energy, was foiled at every turn. Yet in our darkest hour came a lowly hell priest, Deog Grav, and in his guidance a weakness in a heathen of the Knight Sentinels was found." The bargain was struck thus. For the return of the betrayer's only son, lost on the battlefield, Deog Grav must be taken to the source of their power, the elemental wraiths. Led there by the wretched betrayer, Deog Grav and his cabal set a curse upon the wraiths as they slept, and used their essence for our own devices. With the power of the race they formed the well, that which brings us upon our enemies. Thus, the city of Argent and their false gods fell under the unholy might of the hell priests. For his payment, the betrayer's son was returned to him in our form, and the icon of sin was brought upon the heathens. His vengeance was swift and merciless, for the wages of treachery are suffering. So having betrayed his order, the Night Sentinel, and their ward, the Elemental Wraiths, the forces of Hell thus sacked Argent D'Nur and transformed the power of the Wraiths and the Well into a trans-dimensional teleportation device to aid in Hell's ascension. The Doomslayer's son was reincarnated as a demon, and thus began the cycle of perpetual suffering and revenge. And with any luck here, we shall put it to an end. Alright, I gotta sign it off here. This has been a fun run, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the final fight. I encourage you to stay all the way until the end of the end credits, because they are absolutely kick-ass. They are incredibly well done. Farewell to the Night Sentinel and the Doomslayer, and we'll see you in the next video.
They promised me so much.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched your work. Come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all. leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way.